Kings of the Street.
It went the remix.
Swag. Cold as a stranger from Pennsylvania, chillin' in the W where they live famous, throwing up the frames, show 'em that I'm living, already acting like I'm worth 20 billion, shaking off these haters like snow from my boots, champagne bottles and all white suits, show up out of town in all white boots, feeling like the shit cause it's all right too. Government scandal put the state on trial. DAs and judges are the criminals now. The whole judicial branch is a fucking cash cow, so they don't have to take me out before I take them all down. This is mad city. This is our time. If we in it for a penny, then we in it for the pound. Trolling online like you a bunch of gangsters. Meet us at the Coliseum, we'll entertain you. It's like with my feet up. Fuck some new sneakers. I'll rule my own empire. Julie is something here will reach some third dimension. The crew that I fuck with. Stop trying to hide, fool. Let's do this in public. Yeah.
You already know what it is. Taibu Muad'Dib, man, coming to you on Thinking Through Thursday, right on time. It feels so fine. Yes, it does. We're gonna get crazy tonight, y'all, and talk to the youth. We're gonna talk to the youth, all right? That's the song Cold by yours truly, the Swag Don. You know what I'm saying? Swagger. And my man Latif Slim Reeks camera. So you got your man the Swag Don, you got aka Swagger, you got your man Latif Slim Reeks on the tracks. Shout out to my man OB out there for putting together something for me to come right back out with another one. But that's your intro song. This is the show. You're a mess. Get your libation and let's rock and ride. For the youth, baby. We're gonna do it for the youth tonight. Everybody wants to know how to become an influencer because influencing people now pays dividends, right? Everybody wants to be the next big YouTuber, get a bunch of followers. But what about the people who are following? So this is my first ever youth edition, Thinking Through Thursday, just for the young people. So I hope you got your young people listening in. Y'all sitting down with them. We're going to discuss this thing. If you want to join the conversation live, it's going to have to be over here on YouTube. That's the platform. I will be exclusively in YouTube when the reality TV show starts up. It's only smart. All right. Taibu Muad'Dib right here. 5 minutes of fire, man, coming at y'all. You already know what it is. Shouting out some people out there. My man Shane Rainey coming back. Y'all don't know if y'all didn't hear the full main album, We on Fire. Now I hope my cousin B, I hope he has that in the archives because folks definitely need to get with that. We need to get that online and let's do the thing. Try to see if I can't get one of the originators to jump in the show tonight. Uh, Follow the link, man. Do what you're told to do. If you need any, if you have any issues, I will forward the instructions to you right off StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard for putting me in the place to be. I got a good team behind me. All right, I got a good team behind my lovely girlfriend Shay Houston. She does by the wrong segment, and she was at her game tonight. At one of her son's games tonight, Mansfield Summit, out there facing Lake Ridge. So let's go. Also, China Miller out there in DC, my executive producer. We about to blow it up, go all crazy with it. Shout out to my man Greedy out there in DeSoto, man. My man Tony, aka Big Walls, out there in DeSoto. It's Greedy's birthday. Check out Greedy's in DeSoto this weekend on Saturday night. That's where I'll be. All right. Shout out to my man, the Greedy One, on Instagram, man, for his birthday bash coming up. So tonight, young people, who is your influence? Who are you emulating? we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into it, man. I'm gonna drop this 5 minutes of fire off for y'all because I've been getting pretty good at it. You already know what it is. Taibu Muad'Dib right here, man. Best of Your Mess season 2. Let me tell y'all something. It was hard work getting here. But as far as announcements goes, I'm gonna send them to after I get one of just 5 minutes of fire, get y'all some get y'all pumped up. We're gonna do it like that for sure, for real, for real. I want everybody to jump off in here, man, with me and let it happen the way it is. Bottom line, I'm telling you right now, I know that's right. I like how you have HMU for hit me up, IKTR if I know that's right. Like I like the little abbreviations. I like that. That's yeah, the young folks got uh got it going on, man, these days because I like how that's going down. Bottom line. So there it is. I'm putting it out there. Just inviting a few people, man, over here. Shout out to Glock Boys. Shout out to JD Capalot, man. Y'all young folks on my page. Shout out to D Chance, um, going hard. So I just want to make sure that I give them opportunity to hop off in here and go crazy with me. And talk about what they're from their perspective, what's going on with young people and who's influencing them. We want to know what you young folks think. So go ahead and jump off in there, man, and make it happen. Taibu Muad'Dib, like I said, coming at you at 5 minutes of fire. I will go through some of my older, some of my more original epic music background scenes to just give y'all a different feel. But I like this one because it drums me up, it brings me back down, helps me recover, and I get up for it. I like the way this one jumps off. So bear with me because I'm going through a thing right now. Big announcements coming up for y'all. Big announcements. It might get emotional here tonight as we're making history on You're a Mess. So that's what it is tonight, man. I appreciate and thank everybody that all my new subscribers. I had like 9 subscribers one day. Now I'm heading towards 30, and that's how it starts, y'all. If y'all don't believe in yourselves, you ain't never gonna be nothing in life. You have to believe in yourself. Trust me, that's where it's at on everything. Shout out to all my CDL drivers out there, man, because I'm definitely get that bread. CDL drivers, wait for me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pass that thing and take that thing. I mean, I got to get it done. I'm gonna sit in the trunk on a hot day and make like $80 an hour, just moving water or something like that to a construction site. That's what I'm talking about. Is the money I'm talking about. Let's go. All right, wants to act up on me. Y'all see that? It wants to act up on me. So now I got to go through this whole process of shutting down the whole Bluetooth. I was good too. So we'll go to the announcements. Back in 2017, I was incarcerated for a crime I didn't commit. While I was incarcerated, I found the evidence by writing out and asking for it that was used illegally to convict me of 2 misdemeanors, for which I was sent to prison, actual prison for misdemeanor charge, if you can believe that. While I was inside doing 3 years prison time for 2 misdemeanor convictions, again, a crime I didn't commit, and have the proof of it, and I published it in my books. So check the book series out. While I was down, uh, one of my younger brothers passed away. Now, if you know the dynamics of my family, there was original 6 of us. My older sister Maisha, me, Anika, Alafia, Joshua, Chase and Joshua. And Nebuchadnezzar, my brother, uh, because it was 3 older siblings and 3 younger siblings, we were kind of all matched up. You know what I mean? So he was my ward. I was the middle of the older 3, and he was the middle of the younger 3. So we always had that special bond, that special connection that lasts until this day. So I couldn't go to see him lay to rest or the wake or any of that. I couldn't be a part of any of that. I got locked up for something I didn't do. By the time I got out, he was gone. If you know the dynamics of my family, you know that pretty much I raised my younger brothers as sons. I had to. I felt like it was my responsibility to do that. Maybe that's why I have like leadership qualities to express. But I mean, the bottom line was all my younger brothers. I felt like were my sons. I had to have dominion over. I had to make sure they were doing what they're supposed to do. And out of all of them, the one I was closest to, I couldn't influence it. So, Chase, the show's for you. In loving memory of my brother Chase, someone that I couldn't influence, but wish I could have had. I wish he had listened to me and my wisdom. I wish he had let me go in and out of jail and not him himself. I wish he had let me just make stupid mistakes in due time and he learned from it. Maybe he'd still be here today. So, yeah, that's the show is for you, Chase. You know, I don't know him. My brother had a real good heart. I mean, out of all of us, he was the most congenial, gregarious. He was always smiling. He was always the life of the party, like in a good way, though. The wouldn't hurt a soul kind of guy. And he let other people influence him that didn't have his best interests at heart. He let other people who influenced him, and he didn't. They didn't have his best interests at heart, and he made some poor decisions, and he's gone. And so I'm not gonna, stay on that too much. It's just Alafi is an attorney. Joshua graduated from actually Alafi and Joshua, my other young brothers, graduated at the same time, the same year. Joshua Phi Beta Sigma, Phi Beta Sigma step champion out there at University of Wisconsin, 3 years holding. They had a three-peat down there, which is hard to do. If y'all know Greek and stepping. Proud of both of them. College graduates. Lateef doing music. If he was on the song, good young man out in Long Beach. Shout out to Long Beach, all of California. Didn't like school. It wasn't for him. After playing sports, took on music, and he's doing his thing. My brother Rashid finished college. Went through a JUCO situation. He's still trying to play in the pros. So the only brother that didn't take my advice at any given time, he wouldn't allow me to influence him, isn't here today. It's tragic. It is. So I want to avoid that for a lot of young people out there. I don't want a lot of young people out there to go through what I went through. So now hopefully it's working. Let me drop this 5 minutes of fire on you and we'll see what that does. Woo! Oh, goodness. Let's go. Let's get it ready. The world is much bigger than your block, young people. The world is much bigger than your neighborhood, young people. It's even bigger than the phone in your hand, the iPad or laptop on your desk. Oh, yeah. It's so big that somebody somewhere might look exactly like you. They might even think exactly like you. That's how big the world is. Out of a billion something people, someone might be exactly like you, or maybe not. Maybe the difference might be what's on the inside, not what you can't see. Listen to me. I'm telling you what I know for real. The advent of your life The catalyst moment of your life is when you begin to point the thumb. We as a people, as an African village, wouldn't have gotten anywhere if we continue to blame the circumstances around us for our condition. And I'll say it again so that you hear me. We as a people wouldn't have come out of slavery, wouldn't have come out of Jim Crow laws. We wouldn't even be dealing properly right now to this day with officer involved shootings if we continue to point the finger at the man instead of looking within ourselves and devising a plan. Because that's the only way we're ever going to have a platform meaningful enough to make change. And it'll be my voice that you hear when it's time to do the work. Oh, yes, Taibu Muad'Dib, but you can call me coach. And I want you to know right now that I don't coach fitness. I don't coach relationships. I teach. But I do coach mindset. There's a difference. You can be encouraged. You can be led to think on a higher plane, to consider a new perspective. If what you're doing right now isn't getting you anything but in trouble, holding you back, holding you down, putting you in bad positions, it's time for you to do a 180 and go the opposite direction. And if you don't know how to do it, latch yourself to someone you see doing it well, in the same situation that you want to be in. Like, if you want to be a police officer, model yourself after police officers. You want to be a tech billionaire, model yourself after tech billionaires because they're visible. Everybody knows who they are. Each of us has genius in us. Each of us is attached to the eternal. What do you think your spirit is? Once it comes into existence, it's going to last forever. That's your power. That's your strength, young people. Not how you look or the money you go out there and get illegally. Who's influencing you? It'll be my voice that you'll hear saying, don't do it. It's not time yet. Watch yourself. Be careful. Take your time. Be patient. There's plenty of time to get it done the right way. Don't rush it and do it wrong. Because everybody doesn't get a second chance. That's a lie. It can be one and done. It can be over. Who's your influence? Take care. That's not the wrong individual. Taibu, that's 5 minutes of fire for y'all coming straight at you. This is what I do to motivate you. Y'all can get more of that at calendly.com/Coach Taibu to book your time, to book me for your event. Let's go. If you want to join the First Step Coaching Program online, it's at patreon.com/Coach Taibu. Now, moving forward with the show. In loving memory of my younger brother, who's no longer with us, young people, who's influencing you? Now, some folks don't speak about the dead. But like I just said, once your spirit comes into creation, it cannot die. Where does it go? That's not for me to answer because I'm still here with you in the flesh. So my brother is not dead. His flesh has left his spirit to fly free wherever it is. We won't none of us know until we get there ourselves. But he had opportunities to let that spirit come out here. That's what you're seeing right now with me. I'm allowing my spirit, the eternal part of me, that powerful, positive part of me, finally to come out and be an influencer. I could use this platform to talk about fat chicks or broke dudes, ratchet baby mamas or deadbeat baby daddies. I could use this platform to talk about all kinds of stuff. The liars, the cheaters, the philanderers, whoremong. I could use this platform and go crazy, go nuts. And you know what? By now I have thousands of followers, probably tens of thousands. Because I can act a fool. I could, trust me, I have enough money to pay chicks to come in here and y'all could come on instead of hearing me rap my own rap song. They could come in, it would come on and there'd be some twerk music. And like in the clubs here in Dallas, I'd have a girl behind her patting her on the butt as she twerk. You know what I'm saying? I could do this. What's going on, my man? JR, man, get off of Instagram, bro. You supposed to be over here, man, rocking with me on the tube, man. I'm a YouTuber now. It's official, baby. But the reason I'm not going to ever have twerking on my show is because I will not be a part of someone degrading themselves. For real. Because that's what's happening. I don't know who influenced her to shake her behind and want everybody to see it and other stuff too. I'm gonna inbox you, I'm gonna inbox you the link, cuz I got you. I'm not gonna be a part of that. I did a show. Y'all go back and watch my shows now. I did a show in my first 100 episodes, and I broke down that European men still to this day believe you cannot rape an African woman because African women are too lascivious. Y'all don't know what that word means? That's not my fault. No, I'm just kidding. But I looked it up and I broke it down. So y'all do y'all due diligence, all right? And get yourself together. The point I'm trying to make here is I won't be a part of propagating that. Not on this show, because I have a daughter, right? Why for would I go talk positive to her about what she should do with her life and with her body? And then here I am, I got women on the show. Twerk, 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 twerk. The hypocrisy, somebody eventually would call me out. I'm not asking you parents to be perfect. I'm asking you to be influencers in your children's lives. Stop being enablers and be influencers. All right. If your child's running the streets stealing stuff, if your child's out there rowboating, right? Rowboating, right? Like 80 going west. Are you influencing your child's life? Wednesday on this show, my man Spencer, God loving, said that he's a positive influence for his young people. So that's why they're not doing the things that, the other young people are doing. He says, I have been involved in sports, this and that. It was all good. The first half an hour, Spencer he had a halo holding. That second half an hour, I ain't even gonna talk about that till I get the t-shirt. If y'all missed that episode's viral. My man sending me the link right now. Shout out to my cousin B. Shout out to the whole 412 and the fam. What up, Pittsburgh? Uh-oh. Man, talk my cousins up. Y'all want my cousins. This is cousins week. This is all look, y'all might have to be my panel. We gonna go hard. You, Byron, we gotta get Ray in here. The cousins, we gotta have Shemai, gotta have the lone female cousin. We gotta have cousin Shemai. Well, no, not her. Nikki can get on here too. You know what I mean? So yeah, you already know. My man ready to come. I'm gonna bring in June East, everybody. My cousin JR, one of the smoothest cats you ever will want to know in me.
What's up, cousin?
It's your world, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We still trying to get a nut in your world, baby.
no, you know what? I heard you talking about that twerking. We need that twerking though, fam. At least 20 minutes. Give us 20 minutes out the joint.
And this
Yeah, I
is
mean, it
why.
ain't got to be the whole show, but at least a little bit of the show.
Do y'all have that one uncle or aunt that's buck wild? That's their offspring in my family. That's what you get. You know what I'm saying? The apple never falls far from the tree.
All
But
right.
look, check it out, man. You like it, I love it. All I'm saying is that I, as a conscious African man, can't involve myself in young women of any cultural designation or background in degrading themselves, man, for the entertainment of others. Now,
No,
if this was still like the cultural tribal days, and that was like how they made it, like mating season, like the mating dance when women coming of age was they danced and shook it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To entice the young buck warriors, that'd be different, right? That's tradition
right,
at that point. But
right.
I'm not for the fruitless, you know what I'm saying, baseless degrading of your body. Cover yourselves up, young ladies. Man, I'm talking about it's crazy out here right now. But young people, let me tell you something. This I've been talking for a while, and I don't want Kodak Black and Cardi B to be the only voices on relationships for our young folks. I'm gonna have to have a say in that. Taibu Muad'Dib, my cousin right here, JR, he's gonna help me out tonight. So the topic for tonight is my first ever youth edition Thinking Through Thursday. I want the young people to think. Now you have some kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they middle school age, grade school, high school?
I got one that just started high school and one that just started kindergarten.
See what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Now, if y'all remember what high school was like, you know, I'm pushing half a century, but I remember like it was yesterday. Because
I do.
Westinghouse was buck wild.
That was some of the funnest shit I've ever had. Oh, my fault. Damn. That was some of the funnest times I ever had. I ain't know. That was strike one. I get three because I
Hey,
get
look,
three.
he's saying that because I had to remove a couple people a couple times. I'm quick on that. I'm quick on
Yeah,
that.
I get three.
We just cousin B over here going crazy in the
No, and you know what? Nutso sent it to me.
yeah, nah, look, y'all, we just might be the cousin panel then, because you know what I'm saying, you know, I know that we all have different walks of life and different opinions, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna moderate this thing, but we need to know when we come with these demonstrations what's going on. So do you feel I reserved the right? Now I got the bag. I still ain't Shay, bring home a paper bag. I ain't got the paper, I ain't got the shame bag yet, but I will shame y'all. So be careful, cuz don't get caught up like fam did on Wednesday. If you ain't see that Wednesday show, boy. Oh yeah, I'm still shaming folks. When I ask these questions, you know how I get.
Right.
Do you believe?
I hear you. I hear you.
Do you
I
believe?
already know how you do.
Do you believe that you are the primary influencer in your high school person's life?
My son?
I mean, if it's a son, I'm just saying, do you believe that you're the primary influencer in his life?
I try to be, but you know what I mean? That phone and that YouTube and all that social media, but that shit's strong.
That's
But
two.
I
That's
try.
two. Y'all heard that was two. That was
That shit
two.
is strong.
That's Can you make it a half an hour to the show? You can't say the S word. You can't say the F word. The A
Hey,
word and the A word and the B word can make it because they make it because the Federal
I ain't going
Communications Act says okay, but the S word and the F word is out. At least those two. The B and
because
the
I
A
ain't going
word is okay, I guess.
because I ain't gonna get strike three. Trust me,
Now,
I ain't
now
getting
the
strike three.
now the N word, I don't use it. If y'all read my books on Amazon, you know, African Messiah versus Government Scum. If y'all read my books, A Clean Break, Positive. If y'all read my books, The Adventures of Africa. If y'all read my books, you'll see where I'm coming from. All right. Bottom line. But cuz I want a definitive answer. I don't want you to waffle about this because because I have four. You know, I have four.
Right.
And you know, I have expectations. I'm not in the home, people, with any of my kids. Two of them are grown though. But I reserve the right to have expectations of mine. And I
Right.
tell them. My 12-year-old just hung up the phone on me because I was going in. I'm talking about it was a video call. Bleep. His screen went dark. Because I was telling
Yeah.
about my expectations. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? For this school
I,
year.
I feel you. I definitely feel
Look,
you.
look. These kids these days ain't got no self-discipline. My 12-year-old son at 11 emailed a bomb threat to his school because of the bullies. Oh yeah, he went 911 on this little elementary school because of the bullies. Do you
Yeah,
know what? Do you know what my mama would have did if I would have put her out there like that? Could any of you imagine getting caught calling a bomb threat to y'all school and y'all mom find out? This
right.
generation, man. There's
That's
some things y'all, you kids these days. Woo, help me out, cuz. Man.
no. I definitely try to be for my little man, but I mean, he go against the grain some, and I don't know where he picking that
On
up.
what
But
issue? On what issue? On what issue? Be honest.
man, everything just like cleaning up, getting a haircut, uh, coming home at a certain time.
Why do you young people want to live like animal? Why is y'all? Is this forget Generation X and Y millennials? Y'all, this the caveman generation. Which y'all want to live like in a stone hut, or I mean a straw hut or a cave made out of rock? Y'all
Yeah,
just push the dust to one side and just go out there in loincloth?
yeah, he's ridiculous. He's fighting back on the common issues. You know what I mean? The things that should be natural. So that influence that he's getting other places, it got to be on that. You know what I mean? It's got a strong hold on him. It started out Nickelodeon, now it's some YouTube and whatever. But it's a strong it's strong because I see him growing every day. But I mean that's my man. I love him, but it's definitely a battle. It's
Give
a
some
it's
parents give some other parents some advice because you're at home with yours. So give some of the parents that's at home with their kids some advice on how to, you know what I'm saying, rock these, we need influencers, man. We how do we okay, forget that question. How do we regain
no, you know
preeminence?
what? You know, cuz that was a good one though, cuz when I think about what I mean, cuz I ain't experienced, I'm doing it every day. So my I try not to do or I try not to make the mistakes my dad did. And every day, feel me? I feel, you know what I mean? The communication is always key. So that's my main thing there. You know what I mean? And that right there is that's my main base of what I do.
You know, uh I got one child.
Yeah,
Actually,
Digital B know they don't listen.
I got one child, my 9-year-old, he a little genius himself. So he didn't already, y'all, figured that out. Like he's like, I'm smart enough to not ever piss this dude off. You know what I'm saying? You know, like fam don't do nothing wrong. I've never seen my son do anything wrong face to face. I be hearing about it from his mom.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's a real wild dude. Like he the easy E of the household. You know what I'm saying?
You
At 9.
what you say 9?
Yeah, but I'm talking about, but he don't around me, none of that. Figured that out quick. Now my
He look
12-year-old, go ahead.
no, I was just saying he looked like he probably just like you.
Man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. My 12-year-old, he spent the least time out of all my kids around me. So when I went to court and put things in place, and he had to come deal with his dad. He was talking. He went yam yam yam. I got up in his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bam, ease back like because he's not used to that. The other men in his life, I guess, his mom checking him or keep him off his back or whatever, whatnot. Mom's sitting right there, can't help him because in the state of Wisconsin, you can whoop a child across the buttocks as long as you don't leave bumps and bruises. He wasn't prepared for that.
Right.
Now he's
Right.
from Wisconsin. He was born in Wisconsin. His mom moved back to North Carolina when she and I separated. But the bottom line is he wasn't ready for that at all. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's
All right,
all
here, I
good.
got you. I got you. My fault, cuz hold on.
That's all good. So we got the opportunity to what's necessary to get our influence back for these young people, right? We want young people to look at us and to know um, that we want to be the main. We want to be the main influence in their lives. So how do we get that back? How do we get that back? I want to know, how do we get that I got some ideas and I'm gonna break that down. But I want to know what y'all think. Get in the comment section, man. Let
That
me know
don't
what
matter
y'all
wherever you
think.
want to go.
Get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. How do we get that back?
What you want to? What you getting back?
Is King Levon is that cousin Kelvin?
Yeah, that's clear.
Oh, how come he ain't jump on? He must be selling a car right now. He must have a customer come in. Cuz be selling them cars, boys. I forgot.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna see if I can't get family to jump on here real quick. Dang, King underscore Levon. I'm gonna see if I can't get cuz to rock with us real quick. Yeah, that'd be tight. King Levon. Yeah, I forgot that was his name. Cause he jumped on there and I was doing my rap little thing. King
You
Levon.
was freestyling.
Mr. Deals.
You don't want to.
Nah.
You don't want to battle. I'll battle you right now. 3 rounds, nigga. 3 rounds.
I was never really a battle talk about somebody rapper. Like I would just get into a cipher. I would just get into a cipher and go in my little zone. You know me. Like we used to get into a cipher, you
Right.
know. And I remember we recorded it and you was like, you said something properly backing fools off of me. I was like, what? I was like, I remember you had a nice little couple of bars though, for real. Byron, he did too. Me and Byron did the same thing. He had a nice little couple of bars.
Nutso used to be stuck in the studio, man. He'd be stuck in that joint hours.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Uh so we got so we got these comments up here. I'm as he's saying them. So
I can't see him.
no, I posted it. Oh, you can't see
Oh
the
shit. Let me see.
huh?
Oh shit. Okay, I can see it.
Man, this gonna be tough getting my panel together, man, y'all. The
You funny as
S
heck.
and the S and the F word we cannot use. We can use the B and the
I
A
said it. I
word, but
said it
those
again.
man, you said the S word like 4 times in a row.
Cause
As soon as you saw the comments, you went off. But can you see him though now?
I see him now. Yeah, I ain't saying it. Yeah, I see him now. Yep, I got
It's
you.
cool. So no, so he bobbing off of what happened on Wednesday because he was live with that. Y'all have to check that out, man. That went up. But this whole month, I'm constructing a working functional definition of what a good man is. Now, last month I did it for the women. So y'all watched my August 1st birthday edition episode of You're a Mess, and I broke down what I believe the definition of a good woman is. All right. So I'm going to do it this month for the men. So this ties into it because the men are supposed to be the leaders of the household. So the man in the house should definitely be the top influencer in them young folks' lives. Would you agree with that?
That's true. That's 100% true.
Where the ladies at? I know y'all watching. Y'all come out the woodworks. Women ain't going for that. Now he said. I can just hear him right now. Oh Lord, they be scared. The women don't want to come on here because I be exposing them. That's what it come down to. G Ratchet. Nah, I give him a chance to speak. I give him a chance to speak. I ain't gonna lie. It's just women. Let me tell you something, ladies. That's why I'm getting this definition together for y'all of what a good man is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important. Okay, and
You know what?
Angelina.
Hold on, cousin. Hold that. Now, do you believe? I got a question for you.
All right.
Real shit though. You got to answer it truthfully. Can you be a good man and still cheat? That's a
As a
good question.
hybrid, as a hybrid relationship consultant, I would say
Hybrid?
definitively yes.
All right, I got you.
Do you know
That's
what
true.
that
That
means?
hey,
Do you know what that means?
let me hear
I'm asking you.
it. No, I know what you mean. I feel you because I think the answer to that is yes too.
Okay, so what's your reasoning behind that then? So we both said yes.
That answer is so big. I'm trying to narrow it down. Uh,
No, we're not in a rush. Plenty of time. Because this is because look, women need to hear this. Women are struggling with poly because they don't want to let go of being that Miss One and Only. Also, because they don't want to let go of their sneaky selves. They don't want to be exposed for having multiple sexual partners at the same time. Women believe that they have the monopoly on being sneaky. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just hey. I was giving this boy. I ain't make it. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? On everything.
no, you know what? I think a good man though, he can still cheat, but he can take care like of his woman or woman. Like, yeah, I mean, he got the right intentions. So if a woman's with a man with the right intentions,
Time
no
out.
matter if he cheat,
I get one time out. I get one time
what's
out,
up?
cousin.
What's up?
He's not taking care of her emotionally if she's not with it. She has to be with it. You can't say the finances women can do for themselves financially. If you say he can take care of her, he's not taking care of her heart if she hasn't agreed to him being non-monogamous.
I mean, true. If she find out, it's gonna hit the fan for real. But if if she don't, you feel what I'm saying?
Can he be a good man and be dishonest? That sounds a little contradictory.
Now we getting borderline. Now you're about to make me switch my answer. You know what
No, no, that's
I
not. Byron said I'll be doing that. That's not. Look. Okay, let me ask you. Okay, let me go back to an earlier show from this week. Here's the scenario. All right, and y'all go back and watch this show because it went up too. You want to cheat. All right, this is multiple choice Monday that we did. Y'all go back and watch that show. You want to cheat, okay? And you told the person that you want to cheat with that you want to do it. But like, let's do it. Let's get it in. And they're like, yeah, right. But on the way there, I guess you have a change of heart, change of mind. You don't want to do it, so you go back to the crib. Now you have a situation. There's four choices that you can choose from. Do you A, tell your partner about the dilemma that you're in? Do you B, uh, what was B? Oh, see, that's what being old does for you. Help me out, Byron. You was there. What was B? I'm tripping. I haven't. See, that's what happens, y'all. I'm telling y'all. See, kids, do not use drugs when you're young, because when you get my age, you gonna miss them brain cells. Oh, okay. A, do you tell your partner about your dilemma? B, do you ask someone outside your relationship for advice? C, do you just block that son of a bleep and go cold turkey? Or D, do you try to revive, your passion for your partner by, having date nights and pushing, throwing some gifts at her, and get a gym membership, go bowling, just do more activities together, like get that old groove back. So how would you deal with getting back to the crib, having that situation where you almost cheated and whatever, whatnot, but you don't want to do it? Which one would you choose to handle that situation?
I, I wouldn't tell her. Out of the best choices you gave me, I would say D. But I
Okay.
wouldn't tell her. I wouldn't tell her though.
Okay, why D? Before I respond, why D?
It sounds like the most.
I'm saying why is D the best response that you
It's,
can think of?
I mean, it was the healthiest response out of there, I think, because that's
For
good.
who?
I mean,
For who?
I mean,
For who? Because because you couldn't just block that summer bleep and went cold turkey and not told her either.
I mean, you can do that, but taking her out and having a good time, that's gonna go a long way.
So first you lie by omission, and you you and Byron, y'all be killing with that chuckle, man. Look, first you lied to her by omission, right? And then you assuage your own guilt. You ain't did nothing for her because the lie is already in between y'all. So now you assuaging your own guilt with this gifts and stuff like that. But here's my problem. Here's my initial problem with D, y'all. First of all, forget the omission. My problem with D is this. It could be said that you was with somebody that was irritating the mess out of you. That's why you was dipping off in the first place. So that first date night, that first little cuddly moment might go back sour. Now you really shove back out there. You know, she done re-triggered you. You know, now you back on it with somebody else. I'm just being real. I'm
Hey,
just being real. Y'all,
hey,
I'm saying you take her out stuff like that, and she like
now,
this steak ain't all the way done. How come you ain't order it all the way done? And you know you're not gonna. Now you right back thinking about shorty. You just told no.
that's funny. No, it depends on why you stepping out. Depends on the reason. If she bothering you like that, then yeah. But if you ain't got no problem like that, then there's other reasons you stepping out.
That's my first problem with D. My second problem with D is just not honest. Because in reverse, let me ask you, cousin Ray. I mean, excuse me, cousin Jr. They got the
Yeah.
same daddy. They got the same daddy, y'all. That's why I make them mistakes all the time. They all look like Uncle Steve. Cousin Jr. Now, if the roles were reversed, would you want her to choose A?
No, you know what? I'm gonna be truthful. If the roles was reversed, I would choose B again. Take me out. You know what I mean? Like, treat me good. You was about to step out on me. Now treat me good, baby. You feel me? Hey,
Fam, that's
I give.
look. This
If
is
I'm
the
a give,
authentic. This is the authentic version right here, y'all. Fam,
hey,
y'all
if I'm a
relationship is not gonna last because neither of you are honest.
no,
There's no way relationships gonna listen. Let me tell you something, young people. This is y'all night, and this is exactly why I have this show that's called You're a Mess. Cousin JR, you're a mess. Ooh, you're a mess, bro.
no.
You are so dishonest that you are gonna date somebody that's also dishonest because that's gonna be the tie that binds. You'll never have a problem because y'all gonna always lie to each other by omission, keep it in the dark, keep it hidden, and like you said earlier, hope it doesn't come out.
But no, but good men sometimes accidentally cheat though. You feel what I'm saying? It'd be an accident.
Are you reading the comments? Byron, he's so wrong.
What are you saying?
Byron, I highlighted it. Byron, my cousin in the dark in the shot. If y'all want the best podcast experience, come on over
What?
here to YouTube, man. Angelina, I inbox you the link. Come on over here and jump on the panel. We need a
All
lady.
right.
We need a female voice in this because my cousin,
What?
he's bombing.
He's
He's sinking and crashing and burning over here.
what? Cuz he talking about though? He talking about me.
He's definitely talking about you, fam. He look. We had about an hour and a half long conversation. He know what I was driving at from the door. You borderline finna shame yourself. That's why he over here lots of love, because he know how it builds up.
No, he agreeing with what I said.
You think so? Tell you he had
Cause,
to come
cause
on.
of,
He got to come on. He got to come on and say that. You got to get
cause,
him to come on
cause
the show
of,
and say that.
cause of who you agree with? No, hold on though, cause we both agree with each other. We said good men cheat though.
No. That. But I asked you why. What your reasoning was. What up, TV man? TV man, we over here on YouTube, man. That's the main platform for me now. I will be exclusively only on YouTube this fall when the reality TV show version of You're a Mess kicks off. All right, I'm an official YouTuber now. These are courtesy spring streams to Facebook and the Instagram. So tap in. I'm gonna inbox you the link. Come on, get on the panel, baby. Let's get it cracking. But yeah, that's what it comes down to, fam. Dog.
No, we might have different reasonings, but we both agree though. Good men do cheat though.
But yeah, see, I knew. Look.
What do you say? Do you agree?
I knew he was on. I knew he was on your back because he know I'm.
Hey,
This is absolute here.
hey,
This is
I agree with
absolute.
him.
I'm not playing no games.
I agree with him because all right.
We gonna get to the Tootsie Roll Center, the Tootsie Pop tonight. That's for real. You know what, cousin B. I want a definitive answer about this influencer thing over the young man that in his life, because that's the most important thing. Because let me tell you something.
That is.
We cannot lose the war of influence for our young people. We have to take that seriously.
You're right about that.
If I can get that round of applause, somebody put that round of applause sound. I gotta get the round of applause sound. We have got to win that war. There's no way that we can't win that. We have to win that war, y'all. All right, we have to. Listen to me. I'm gonna say it again. We have to win the war of influence over our people, over our young people's lives, man. We have to. There's no way around it. We have to do it. We have to make sure that we get it done.
You're definitely right about that.
I mean,
they attacking the youth. So much propaganda.
You want to know something? I be asking people this question, and I'm flabbergasted that I get so much pushback about it. When I ask people how many men a woman can be intimately involved with and still be considered marriage worthy, no one wants to talk about it. Why?
I know we don't agree on this subject.
Nah, but what I'm saying, no one really wants to talk about it. I asked my man Rico from Wisconsin, look, the women don't want to hear. They don't want. I be telling the women, look, ladies, purity matters.
Damn, that's so sad. He's saying 4.
But every man that actually gave a number, it was single digits.
No, cause it ain't 4.
Only the real wild boys be like, man, her number don't matter to me. But at the end of the day, that's because they don't really know. They if you have to have low self-esteem or low self-worth, if your wife's number doesn't matter to you, that's what it comes down to. Like, you don't have the right self-image if you're gonna walk around with somebody that look. My man Rico said it best yesterday. He said, cause if she been with 30 people or 40 people, that's the happy hour at some restaurants, at some bars. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Where can you go with her and feel like you're not getting clown behind your back?
I mean, I don't know a number, but 4 is way too low. Not so 4 too low.
How many men do you want to have been in your wife's stirrups, your potential wife's stirrups, bro? Tell us.
I'm thinking from a respectable perspective. I think that if you meet a woman, say if you meet that woman at 30, if I met her at 24, okay, but if I met her at 34, you know what I mean? Like,
look, okay. Hold on. If going by that number is true, because there's a lot of 40-something single women out there, a lot of 40 and 50-something. In the DFW, it's some 40 and 50-year-old women that's bad.
right.
So going with your number, so they get 4 in their 20s, 4 in their 30s, 4 in their 40s. So if they're in their 40s, that's still 12 guys.
All right,
That's above. I'm saying that's a few guys above the median responses. Byron was almost dead spot on. Between 4 and 6 were the median. I have 100 episodes. When I was going hard on this question, that was the median answer. Between 4 and 6.
all right, but we talk now. What you said about 4 in the 20s, 4 in the 30s, 4 in the 40s. I agree
That
with
was
that.
your number.
I agree with that. If I meet her before 25, 4 is cool. But if I meet her by the time she's 30 and she only got 4, I mean, it's okay. But I wouldn't be mad if it's more than that. I feel this. It would. Yeah, that's crazy, fam. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But the reason I'm bringing it up is because young women are watching this show. Young women are being influenced by hip hop and popular art. But the women that come on my show, most of them are mature, 30, 40 years old women, right? You would think that they're mature at that point.
Right.
But
Yeah,
the
he
thing
right.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
they ain't gonna get out your real number up.
but look, but the thing I'm saying though, cuz is this. Young people not considering ramifications behind their actions, right? So you can't live your life anything goes and then want to get into a marriage where there's clearly defined rules. It's not going to work. That's the main reason why a woman, if she has a high number of men, how is she really going to lock herself into one guy when she was so free with it for so long? You know what I'm
Now
saying? I'm saying I'm a guy. Guys, the
but
act of intercourse for men is a lot different because we just hammering, we pounding. It's one thing, but for a woman, it has to be a totally different experience. They have an innie. We have an outie. We have an innie. You know what I'm
I,
saying? So
I hear
so
what you.
so taking all that, I mean, to look at one woman saying, okay, yeah, you're cool, yeah, you go ahead. Like we were saying earlier, you can test drive it, yeah, just give me your ID, leave your driver's license here, you can test drive. You know what I'm saying? That
All right, hold on, because are we talking about just sex?
that
Are we
that, that,
talking?
that, that throws me off. I'm saying, but I'm saying for
Hold
us,
on, hold on, hold on.
psychologically for us, it can be just sex, but for them, because they're allowing somebody to insert themselves into them, it's a different type of experience.
We talking about 4 just sexual partners or 4 relationship sexual partners? Now, 4 relationships is crazy, but 4 partners ain't. But 4 relationships is crazy.
I
So
mean,
we
I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying is if young people believe that, as Chris Brown said, it's okay to make love in the bathroom, like we gonna do it in the bathroom. You ain't heard that song? I play the song, fam. You ain't heard the song?
Hey, Chris Brown's new album is fire.
Listen,
Fire.
I don't want Chris Brown to be the major influence in my daughter's life. Not if he wants her to feel like if he says, "Hey, shorty, I'm feeling you. Let's go in this bathroom and
Yeah,
bust
that's
down."
crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's disrespectful.
It's a song. I don't know if it made the pop 20 chart, but I'm just saying it's a song I've heard it played on radio over and over on the radio, fam. On the radio, they played "Make Love in the Bathroom" in the bathroom.
Hey, on the radio, that's crazy. I don't like that. The radio is a bad influence. That they played some of the most wildest stuff. But dang,
Look,
yeah.
look, 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 look. I'm not saying that back in our day, fools wasn't jacking on wax, right? But every little dude these days is the toughest guy ever. Little TJ, Roddy Rich, Kodak Black, none of them can be touched. right? Every young dude these days has to be like, I'm tougher and my gun is quicker than all you sons of guns.
Right.
And then this
Even
is
the
the
R&B singers.
look. This is the funny thing to me. They use the word op, like right, like okay, op, okay. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think. I'm trying to think to myself
that's crazy.
like everybody is your op fam, like because you're sitting here saying in one verse like I'll bust this cap on anybody, you know what I'm saying? So everybody is your op. Now, that's
That's
not
crazy.
slave mentality right there, man. I don't know.
Right, right. That,
I'm just saying. I'm lucky.
that
I'm lucky. I'm lucky though, bro. That the young man, that my son, that they all got sweet spirits, and you know what I'm saying. Shout out to their moms, whatever, for doing what they doing in their life. But like, I'm lucky, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying? That my sons and their moms allowed me to challenge them and be an influence that I am. Just the way I live my life. Like when they get around me, like you know what I'm saying, like it's without question, I'm gonna talk to them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was born in the '70s, so you supposed to talk to these kids as a man. You supposed to talk to these kids just straight like it is. You know what I mean? These days, whoo,
right.
boy, shoot. Well, I appreciate you for jumping on here, man. Because this month I'm looking for the definition of what a good man is. I'm almost at my time. What is your definition of what a good man is?
Uh, you mean a good man for a relationship for a woman?
I
Just a
mean,
good man.
I see why you're saying that, but I mean, what if he's a good man? You know, he's a good man. I mean, I just for all purposes, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right,
you know, for
right,
raising kids, for being with a woman, for being in the community. I mean, if you're a good man, is a good man. I just how can they be separate? You know?
right. Good man is definitely respectful. I think the first thing we got to be respect. Got to be he can't be stupid. Got to be knowledgeable. Your brother going in and out of jail, he ain't no good man. I mean, got to have a good sense on you. Respectable, good sense. Uh, no matter financial state or whatever, as long as you're respectable with good sense, I think you're a good man.
Okay. All right. We'll definitely take that. So to finish out, if you earlier admitted that you feel like you really don't have total control over the influence of your son's life, I'm gonna get back to this question. What do you think that you could do to get to regain that control? How what kind of process you think you could take him through to show him, you know, that this ain't what he want or this is what he needs? However you want to put it.
If he anything like me, which I think he is, he really ain't gonna listen because I know I didn't listen. You know what I mean? So for him to do something that I didn't do, I can't give him. I give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he will, but if he's like me, he won't. I ain't listening until I was like, man, I was 27 something. You know what I mean? So I just try just to communicate every day. You know what I mean? Talk to him, see where his mind is at, because I know that might have curved me a little bit if somebody just continuously talked to me. But
Well, well, you know, it's interesting. Let me tell y'all something, people. This is my first cousin. This is my dad's younger brother's younger son. You know what I mean? Listen what I'm telling y'all right now. Okay. He said he wants to do something different than his dad, but he doesn't expect his son to do something different than him. But his plan was to do something different than his dad. So if he's already made a plan to do something different than his dad did, then why would he not expect to get different results from his offspring? So
I,
y'all gotta see how this generational curse persists. You know, if you got yourself together because you deal with the same issues, the same temptations as your father, right? So if you chose to go a different direction for the benefit of your son, why would you not have higher expectations of your child than your dad had for you?
I got the expectations, but I know every day. You know what I mean? It's a process. I know what it is right now and what it could be. You know what I mean? I try to make sure the road stays straight so it don't curve. But Yeah. I mean, I expect a lot. I mean, I expect him to be better than me. I feel that I'm better a version of my prior generation, so I expect him to be a better version. You know what I mean? For sure. But
And
helping him get
and you know, this is my cousin, y'all. I'm talking about blood, family, blood. And so we have yet to get to the word discipline. He's a father with his sons in his home, and he's yet to use the word discipline. This is, I'm just saying, people, I'm being direct. I'm being direct with y'all. Why are we afraid to discipline our kids? Why are we afraid to even discuss it? I've been on the show for an hour with him. I came on, as soon as he came on, I said, "With this for the youth." And I said, "Cuz it's for the youth, and do you feel like you're the number one influence in your son's life?" You know what I'm saying? And you didn't. He listen. You didn't come back like, "Yeah, cuz I just put my son like this." So the word discipline didn't even come out of his mouth. Y'all think that these others ain't disciplined? Y'all think they ain't disciplining their kids? Y'all watch too much Hollywood TV. Oh, they just give them timeouts. Their discipline has to be robust.
now. Should we teach? Are you saying teach the discipline or physically discipline?
Whatever the system of discipline is, you didn't even use the word, cuz. And this is a young man, he just starting high school. It kind of sounded like you was just basically saying, "Man, I'm here for him if he needs me, but I ain't gonna get in his way." Like what? He's
No,
14.
no. Now, as far as discipline go, that's built in. You know what I mean? That's something that should be built in. That's something that every day that he should show that I don't have to actually come out my mouth. He'll see it. You know what I mean? Because he see how his dad operates. But that, I mean, that word is big. I mean, that's preaching. That's a. You know what I mean, that has a lot of meanings to it. I love discipline. That's where you get your character at. But yeah, that's built in right there.
Because you've been
That's
a
built in.
salesman, you've been a businessman almost your whole entire, ever since I really started kicking with you. You've always been industrious. That takes discipline, fam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not buying if you told me earlier that he goes his own way and he might not listen. That doesn't sound like his discipline's built in. I'm just connecting
No,
to what you said earlier. I mean, you can't,
no.
if you tell me at the end of the show he had discipline built in, but you started the show by saying he can get buck wild. He might. I said, what subject does he listen about? And he was like, everything. I'm like, so that's, how does that sound like a discipline? It doesn't sound like a disciplined child. I mean, I see your pictures when you post
No,
it. I don't get me wrong, but I'm saying, like, and he looks innocent enough. But look, I met other younger cousins. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the situation is, but you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Like cousin Ray. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know peer pressure. Things come up. So, ladies, this is a father at home with his son. And so I have to now, because of our conversation, this podcast, I have to treat y'all with softer kid, with more kid gloves now. Because my own family, like, if he would have asked me these questions, without question, I would have laid it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to go to physical discipline unless the behavior warrants it. You know what I'm saying? Because the hurtful, harmful discipline that you get means that you've exacerbated your behavior to a level where in society it's going to be just as hurtful and harmful. You're conditioned to understand the more serious the infraction, the more serious the punishment. How can that not be our society? Why would you not teach them at home? So, having the same punishment for the variety of spectrum of behaviors, that's enabling them to believe that when they do stuff in society, no matter how bad it is, it's not, the punishment not going to be that bad. And that's why our young people are acting. I'm telling you, man, this is good stuff, though. This is why my show, it should be 10,000 watching my show every night. Listen to this content. Now, look, cuz I talked about my brother, your cousin, him passing. And I talked about when I came on the show. I ain't gonna keep you long. I talked about the simple fact that he didn't allow me to be his influence. Out of 5 younger brothers, he was the only one that didn't allow me to be his major influence.
right.
My other brothers are successful in their own right. handling their own business, taking care of their own. If he'd have heeded the words of my voice, it was decisions that he wouldn't have made, and he'd still be here. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So I'm just putting that out there. Anybody
Right.
seen Jay Miz? Where's Miz at, man? He supposed to have been jumped in.
What's up?
What's going on, B?
What's good? What's good?
What's up, fam?
I sent Miz the link. I sent Miz the link.
Yeah.
Chilling, chilling, chilling. I sent Miz the link. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he
Okay,
got it. I sent Kel the link too. Yeah,
okay. So you have children, right, cousin Byron?
for sure, for sure.
Okay. So I'm kind of taking cousin Jr. to task right now about this whole influence thing, right? Because while we fail to want to talk about discipline our kids, they're disciplined. They're embracing these random disciplines online in these rap videos. They're embracing it. You hear me? So discipline is almost a must because they're disciplining themselves to believe that they should bust it wide open. The guy trap guy is like, I ain't gonna buy you nothing. I'll buy you a science slushy. I'll buy you nothing. You know what I'm saying? These young ladies are but then I'm gonna tell you how sad it is. They come on my
Not
show.
all. Not,
Go ahead.
not all is into it though.
Not all of them.
Yeah. It influenced some, but some kids, it's only noise to them.
The majority of young women out here are are going a lot farther than they should, trying to emulate. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, how about clothing? I have a daughter. I know cousin Byron does. Let's talk about clothing and dress, right? What's acceptable for your daughter, for your 15-year-old daughter to go to school in, or to go out and hang with her friends in? What's acceptable for her to wear?
She got to be covered up. She can't just go outside looking like Megan Thee Stallion.
Now, cousin Jr. says that you know, they. I mean, she leave the house like that, and she have a gym bag with her, and she changed, and then next thing you know, you see her a Facebook post with her, and she ain't got none of that what she left the house in. How do you deal with that?
Oh, that's when the discipline come in. That's when, you know what I'm saying, we sit down and have that talk, you know what I'm saying, about you doing what you supposed to do, and you know what I'm saying, trying to spin me on the back end, but yet I'm catching you online doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what you do, you know what I'm saying, when you're around me. It's about what you do when I'm not around. So, you know what I mean? That's when we have that disciplinary talk.
Right,
Man,
right, right.
look. Shout out to
That
all
was
you
beautiful.
single, shout out to all you single moms out there. You know what I'm saying? I did the single dad thing for 3 years in Wisconsin. Took care of my daughter Sasonke, and now she's a college freshman this year. So big ups to her, the first woman in her family, the first person in her family, her mom's family to do this. The reason I'm bringing this up is to say this: the young people, they like us, feeling themselves, right? But the consequences are way more tragic now. You know what I'm saying? Than back in our day, right? I mean, just look at it. I mean, when I was a kid, we weren't worried about somebody walking into our school shooting us dead.
Right.
These young people these days is committing suicide at an all-time high. In high school, I'm talking about my daughter was at school and she was a freshman at La Follette, and a young person in her in one of her activities took her life.
Mm,
And they had to have the whole school thing come together, and they had to have talks and meetings. And I had talked to my daughter how well she knew her because she was in activity. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, we
Right.
are we are not the influencers in our young people's lives, but we should be. And it's we have to have some kind of we don't look. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do this show again and again until we get some young folks on. We're gonna work this thing out.
I'm gonna say,
because
who influenced you, cuz?
me.
Yeah, as a teenager, because you know it's hard to get teenagers to follow you, the parents' direction.
Right.
So
That's what I said. I didn't listen to nothing.
so my dad, so my dad left the house when I was 10, and he stayed gone when I was 13. But up until that point, he was like the epitome of a hero to me. You know, my mom gave out the whoops, I guess, because my dad did, couldn't bring himself to get into it with me like that or whatever. He rarely put his hands on me, rarely. Um, uh, my mom used to beat the mess out of us though, but my dad, like, you know, because my dad mastered the martial arts when he was like 16 years old. Like he was he had a belt, the whole deal. He was a big deal. Did the boot dance troop thing. Like my dad was like, out of 13 kids, my dad had already set himself apart in many different ways. You know what I'm saying? From all my uncles and all my aunts. That's just so I came into the family. When everybody started meeting me, I was kind of almost like royalty elect. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all my cousins, so y'all can tell me what y'all thought or felt, but it's just like because of what my dad had did as a young person. He left home early, you know what I'm saying, and did his own way in the world. You know what I mean? He went to the army good. So like I'm saying, like my dad already put himself in a situation where as soon as I showed up, you know what I'm saying? I was always treated a certain kind of way by Grandma Stella. I was always favored. You know what I'm saying? Um, so he was my influence. He was my influence for real. And so what happened to everybody was my dad was into the church. So I sang in the choir when I was 5. I had me a little solo. Like, I was one of the only kids. I was pretty much the only male child in the church with his dad there. These is African churches. This is nothing but us, people that look like us. I was probably the only African male child in that place with his dad sitting in the pew, smacking him upside the head when he acted up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm saying to you guys is that when the stuff hit the fan, I had a foundation of the holy word in my life and in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I watched my dad worship and praise God, and tears come out of his eyes. I raise his hand, unabashedly worship and praise God. My dad didn't. He's not gonna. He probably won't leave me a money when he passes, or property or land. He didn't really give me much when I was growing up as far as instruction and wisdom. But he firmly planted to see the faith in my heart when I was a kid. So when everybody started going, everything hit the fan. I got on my knees and I prayed. And that was how I ended up playing football and decided to go with the athletic route. Got to Pittsburgh, and if y'all remember, they'll tell y'all the truth. When I was in Pittsburgh, when I met my cousins, like as a teenager, when we were all teenagers, I didn't smoke, drink, or cuss.
True that.
Everybody thought I was weird. I just didn't do it. I played football, went to church. That's what I did. That's what I did. But I mean, I had girlfriends eventually. It took a while for me to acclimate myself to East Coast. I mean, to Pittsburgh girls. You know what I'm saying, and women. But it was just me. It was football and church. You know what I mean? That's what it was. That's what I was good at. So when I started having relationships, because I was so mature, I was dating grown women. You know what I mean?
Right.
Driving around rental cars, you know what I'm saying? Picking up Byron and J Mar, my rental cars and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But still, there was no drinking, smoking, or none of that stuff. No cussing, none of that stuff.
So you saying the man should be the biggest influencer on the youth in the house,
That's
in the household, or what I'm saying, period.
if you think about it, this country still hasn't had a female president in almost 500 years. The
Right.
Europeans know how important it is for the man to be seen as the alpha influencer. I mean, otherwise, what's the reason? As dynamic as women are, what's the reason for there have been not one female president ever? The only
Right.
reason we have a female vice president is because they're killing us.
that, that white man don't like woman power.
I
They
mean,
just they
I
just
mean,
got
I mean,
I
They
mean,
just was allowed to vote about 20 years ago. They just now start voting.
I mean, but you see my point though. The global dominating smallest number rate, you see how they have the patriarchal thing set up. But you also see how they've done a pretty a nominally outstanding job in making sure that we don't reach that pinnacle.
I hear you.
How my kids view me is absolute. They like it or love it or hate it, but they know it's absolute. I ain't moving.
Right.
But many of us aren't offering, our young people that patriarchal, absolute, authoritative influence. You know, uh, I'm telling you. So it's deep, man. For the young people. It's deep. Here's what I'll say. That I'm gonna get about it. Here's what I say on that note is that the way forward for us as a people is to look back. It's to look back. African men, stop approaching these sisters, no matter what their acceptable number is or isn't. Stop approaching them just to treat them like a sexual object, like a mechanical blow up doll. We have got to approach women. We come from a woman, so we have got to start approaching women with a sense of we're building them. As long as we approach women like they're nothing but a good time to us, how are they ever going to heal from all the trauma they experienced from slavery till now? Who's we tell our women, Kevin Samuels, may he rest in peace, and a lot of other people tell women it's on you to heal. Why wouldn't that good man help her through that process? Lead her through that process. Why are we approaching? I'm telling y'all right now. Look, I get approached when I first started doing this podcast. Y'all gonna laugh at this. I was like, "Sexiest man in Dallas." Took my shirt off. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get approached. So if a woman says, "I want you," she said just me like that. I want you. What am I to do? Right? My relationship isn't perfect. What am I to do? She's clearly telling me you can have this however you want it. However do you want it? Y'all know the song. What am I to do? So I had to give it a try one time, right? I said, look, I can't be on this relationship podcast trying to empower the sisters and allow you to basically twerk on my show. Basically just for me to let you entice me to treat you like I'm telling brothers from my platform to not do it. You know what I'm saying? I said if I can't approach you to maintain you and upbuild you and uplift you, you know what I'm saying? And guess what happened? And guess what happened? That was enough. That was just enough, cuz to avoid that situation. That just speaking to her like that was enough. That strung it out to where it just never happened. Because it's like if is that really, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm older or I'm just more conscious, but I just can't see us continuing to just look at sisters like just a good time. I don't know. And sisters, y'all have to get yourself to a point where y'all have to stop letting yourself be test driven.
Shame bag.
Man, we gonna get them Barb, we gonna get them t-shirts made, fam. For real. I have to have my test drive t-shirt almost immediately. I don't know what I gotta do. I know a
Wait,
person though too.
wait till you see the video, cuz.
Look, can we get a clip of that? Can we get a clip of that? Did you send it to me?
Yeah, I sent it to you, but I don't know if it's gonna be able to if you're gonna be able to pull it up and clip it. I shared it with
Nah,
you through my drive, so you should have access to it.
nah. If it plays, we gonna. It says video still processing. I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah, it's probably still uploading. Yeah, because I just did it a
I'm,
couple minutes ago.
Okay, I was going to say I'm gonna give y'all. I was going to give y'all a taste of that. Look, but what should the T-shirt say? I ladies, ladies, uh, can I get a test drive? I mean, what should it say? Jr. Help me out. Help me out, Jr. What should it say?
Do ladies like to be test driven?
He asked me. He said, Taibu, don't you want to test drive it first? You ain't see the show, Jr. Man. Fan went in. I'm like, don't put me in that. Oh no,
True
no
Love
Right.
sir.
Tuesday, fam. He had Spencer come on and you know what I mean, to talk about how he chose his female. Spencer said, "Well, you know, you got to test drive him first. You know what I mean?
Test
Right.
Just like
drive.
you go do school
And
and
she was
in the
right
crib."
there. I thought we was gonna see a
That's
shoe come out his head. You know what I'm saying?
that's true though. What you mean he
Taibu
can't?
don't believe that, son.
So
What
so
you
so
mean?
what you so what you saying is I can go to the bar like he said it's a car and a woman. So I'm saying that you go to a car lot to test drive cars. So I can go to the bar and say, hey, can I give you my ID and take you home and test drive you? We can come back and get my ID. I just give it to the bartender. You can go test drive you. I can go test drive you right now, but I'll bring you back. That's how we doing it.
There's been some long relationships that came out of one night stands though. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying?
Not in Taibu's, man. That
Look,
shit.
man. Look,
Shit,
man.
there's been marriages
He
come
said
out
it
of one
again.
night stands.
Shame bag.
My
That S
fault, my
word.
fault.
That S word come out natural for cuzzo.
I should start.
Hey,
I should start. You know what's gonna get him to stop
it's
Byron?
slid.
When he said, "I'm gonna cut myself," you know what I'm saying? Every time he say he gonna stop then, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be saw up in here. It's gonna be saw up in here. Your cousin gonna cut his sister across his arm every time you say the S word. You know what I'm saying? He'll
It's
stop then.
been a while since I said it. I'm getting there.
It has been. It has been. It has been. To your credit, it has been like a good
I'm
20
getting
minutes.
there.
Yeah.
I'm
Nah,
getting
but
there.
look. What I'm saying, cousin Byron, is I can't see myself getting really attached to somebody that that's okay with the process of being test driven, because then I have to wonder to myself like have you ever been with a chick that you was really into and you saw her ex and you was like, oh man, like that turned you off on her, you know what I'm saying? It's just me. It must be just me, y'all. Okay, it's
I
just me.
feel you.
It's just
Now,
me then, y'all. i've
now is she
i've,
test
I've been
driving
i've
or is
been
she test being test driven?
No, what I'm saying is, have you got with somebody you was really hot on them, you was really getting into it with them, like you really was feeling them, and then y'all run across your ex, you see a picture of the ex, so they have some video of the ex on the pages. You know what I'm saying? You like, you was with this lame? You know what I'm saying? Nah,
Yeah, I feel you. I
can't
feel you.
be done. It's ever happened to you?
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. You know what I'm
Ain't never happened to
saying?
either of y'all.
Yes.
Uh
I I
turn me right off.
hear.
Cause of the caliber, cause of the caliber of dudes, you seen her messing with. You know what I mean? You like, oh, so this is your caliber. This is your standard. I'm way above that.
I'm saying, I'm talking about, she was rocking with fam. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She was doing it all three holes with fam. You know what I'm saying? He had full access. Fam, he a garbage bag. You know what I'm saying? If women are trash bag, he
Damn,
was a garbage bag. You know what I'm saying?
damn,
Turn me right off. I can't handle that.
I
I
mean,
can't do it.
how you see another man and how she see him. You know what I mean? It's two different perspectives. But I feel you.
Nah.
right?
If what I'm talking about, there's no sense in me being all this if you know all this. How can she appreciate all this if she's okay with being with a nothing dude, a straight lame, you know what I'm saying, a simp. How can she deal with all this? It's not gonna work. You know what I mean?
And
She's
maybe
enjoying
that's
me
why
for the
she was.
moment.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, how can she ever really feel secure about what she has with me if she was rocking with fam like that, like he was all world? You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Yeah,
All world.
that's her caliber. If that's, you know what I mean, if that's what that is.
He said
Okay,
all world.
look. Okay, look. If we go out and kick it. When I come to Pittsburgh, we go out and kick it, right? So when I'm single, we go out and kick it, right? So ain't no way I'm gonna go into the club. My philosophy, I ain't no way I'm going to the club. Say it again.
No, I wasn't saying nothing.
Oh,
That was background.
okay. What I'm saying, cuz, is I'm not finna go into when I go into the club, my philosophy is this. I'm talking to the baddest chicks up in there. Cause I can work my way down and still score. But ain't to work your way up. Once the bad chick sees you talking to the bogus bust down chicks, they know right there and there you ain't on their level.
Right.
You feel me? So I mean, I'm telling you, that's what's going on. So I'm saying, like, if I why would I be conscious and be building my value and keep talking to females that anybody can get with, or that they themselves would get with anybody? You know what
I
I'm saying? They're
agree.
not holding out for that one special, really happening guy. Anybody that they think is cute that says, "Hey, what's going on with you?" and you happen to be single. You happen to be single. You're like, "Oh, well, why not?" You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
It's
see.
counterproductive. It's wasted energy.
Definitely, it's definitely wasted energy.
Tomorrow on You're a Mess. What's the topic for tomorrow, cousin B? I send it to you.
I'm about to say, what's Saturday? What's tomorrow? Friday? It's Wild Out.
Yeah.
No, what's Friday?
Who
Freak Out
false with me
Friday.
Friday? If you false with me, put a fox emoji in the comment section.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Bucks with me
oh,
Friday.
Friday is look. This is the topic for Friday. If the stupidity meter was a scale from 0 to 10, low numbers being not so stupid and high ones being freaking illiterate, what number would you place on a person who goes back to their ex just because they missed the sex?
That's the
Okay,
topic for
so that
tomorrow.
with the crickets mean that somebody on this show that did they self before, so they're gonna be judging. They're gonna be giving a number to they self, and that's very very hard to do. Tune in tomorrow, man. Got number cuz man after Byron. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna hit you up. Hit me up after JR. You got the number two, man.
No doubt.
So I got cousins on this show. Y'all welcome anytime. We can get it cracking and bring y'all friends. I can have like 10 people on here.
No doubt. No
No
doubt.
I
doubt.
reserve the right to shame individuals. You gotta tell them ain't no cousin. Cousin JR, you on probation now.
I got I
You
got
on
you.
it's two S's and you gonna grade the whole time. We gonna see you like
Right,
this the
right,
whole time, just moving around on screen. You got the
right. I'm on
conversation like B was.
right. That thing gonna be on mute.
Hey,
I feel you.
love for y'all, man.
No doubt.
B, you admin. Help J Miz and cousin Ray figure out how to get on the live with us. Cause this could
Oh
be a
yeah,
cousin show. That'd be great.
I sent it to Miz. He ain't respond. So you know what I'm saying. I don't know if he clicked the link or not, but I got you.
Yeah, y'all be like my posse. Y'all be like my entourage. And other guests that come on the show, I'll let y'all get in their head before I go hit up the hammer. Yeah, you know what it is. Hey, good looking out, man. This was You're a Mess, man, with Taibu Muad'Dib. This is the show where I help folks come out of a mess, avoid a mess, and find some healthy. Hey, cuz, got nothing but love. Shout out to the 401 CFW, Arlington,
No
baby. You know
doubt.
what it is. We out. We out. It's going down. In the broadcast. It's crazy.